What's good, y'all? What's up, man? Come on in. We chillin'. I had to play that real quick, cause that's that's pretty much how I'm feeling right now. Yeah. Come on in, y'all. We chillin'. Y'all already know exactly what time it is. We're back here to serve some more game on the ground for them hungry hounds who just got the pound and are ready for the next round, man. With that being said, boy, oh boy, oh boy. The people in this world that have the audacity to cheat and call it a win. That's what happens when you have too many participation trophies. Which is exactly what we're going to be talking about today. It's participation trophies and people not having the mental strength and capacity to actually follow through all the way to the end to get the win. It's a shame. What's good, Maki? Appreciate you for tapping in, man. Yeah, man, it's crazy the amount of things that people do all in the name of catching a dub when they haven't even caught a dub. Uh, that's what I'm saying, bro. And I'm trying to think. I don't think there ever was an opponent that he fought that cheated. I don't think there was. I don't think so, if I remember correctly. I don't think there was. But if he did, everybody and their mom would be up in flames right now. Now imagine if Ryan Garcia cheated in that fight. Everybody and their mom would be up in flames, calling it an unfair fight. Tank would be calling it an unfair fight. And it's just crazy, bro. And it's just crazy. This is what we're gonna be talking about, man. We talking about Tank Davis. Shake my head every time. Now, bro, at first I thought it was an actual legitimate fight. But after finding out some of the things that I found out, bro, he is an illegitimate fighter. He is an illegitimate boxer. And he is an illegitimate athlete. Crazy how Ryan owned raced his own match. Yeah. It's all crazy, man. It's all crazy. But it comes with that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Boom, boom, and boom. Anyways, Tank Davis, bro, is an illegitimate fighter, and the reason why I say that is because of the stuff that he had Ryan Garcia signed just to be able to fight him. When I think about what I was just told, how he had to sign all these different clauses, whatever, however you pronounce it, I don't really care. He wasn't able to rehydrate during the fight. He wasn't able to eat breakfast the day of the fight. They had to do the weigh-in at 3 o'clock in the morning. You had people leaking his training information over there to Tank's team. And Tank was talking about in the press conferences before the fight how he was going to end him in the 7th round. He had information leaked to him about an injury that he had. It could have been a liver injury. It could have been an injury somewhere by the ribs. Who knows? But the fact that he took him out in the 7th round is very sus to me now. It's like you playing Skyrim on PS4, PS5, whatever, Xbox One, whatever you play it on, and you put the mods on, and you go through the game and you beat the game in like 2 days, and you sit there and say, "Yeah, bro, I beat Skyrim. I did this, that, and third," but you don't got no achievements because you can't unlock no achievements when you play the game with the mods. You don't got no achievements to show that you actually won. See, Tank is that kid that play games with mods. He's that kid that gets on Call of Duty and puts mods on his console because he garbage at the game. he knows that he wouldn't have been able to defeat Ryan Garcia at full strength. That's why he had him sign those things where he couldn't rehydrate, couldn't eat breakfast, had to weigh in early in the morning, had to do all these things. He knew he wouldn't have stood a chance against him. His speed was unmatched. His reach was unmatched. His strength was probably unmatched. His reaction time was probably unmatched. Just everything about him was unmatched. And Tank was scared to fight him. Tank wanted to fight him, but he was scared. So with that being said, Tank decided, you know what? Now, whether it was Floyd Mayweather or it was Tank or whoever on his team did it, if it was somebody on his team that suggested this stuff, well, guess what? You just made your fighter an illegitimate fighter. Now, if it was Tank himself that decided to do this stuff, you made yourself an illegitimate fighter. Either way, you are an illegitimate fighter. And now you got to question all his other fights. What were all his other fights like? Were they the same? Were they set up? Were they fixed? Were they bought out? You can't make the stuff up. You can't make the stuff up, man. It's crazy to me how you got the audacity to sit there and say that you won when you didn't win nothing. You won a circus act. That's what that was. That was a circus act. And when he had you in that clinch, you was about to start crying because you was finna lose. You were about to start crying because you were going to lose while you were cheating. Isn't that a shame that you were going to lose so you had to cheat? Isn't that a shame, bro? Like, come on, son. Come on, son. You finna lose a fight, so you gotta cheat. You finna go into a fight knowing that you finna lose, so you have to cheat. That's crazy to me. And that says a lot about the kind of person that you are. Yeah, them the type of people that you don't hang around with. You don't want to be around. Them the type of people. He's like the school bully. When the look on his face during that post-fight conference. The look on his face, you could just tell he knew he cheated. And he's sitting there with a little smirk on his face. And he like the school bully knowing the type of kids that he chooses to pick on. Knowing that them kids can't beat him. Because they're smaller than he is, they're weaker than he is. So he chooses them to pick on. He don't ever pick on none of the big boys. Because he know he gonna lose. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. I guarantee you, if you put him in the octagon, put him in the UFC with Dana White, after his first or second fight, he gonna back out. Because he can't fix no UFC fights. No, you can't fix no fights for nothing. Because I know Dana White don't play no games like that. Step into the octagon and you gonna retire real quick. Because you can't fix a fight to be the way you want it to be so that you can win. Conor would whoop him, bro. The lowest contender in the UFC would whoop him. The weakest contender in the UFC would whoop him. It's just how it is, bro. The weakest contender in the UFC would whoop Tank Davis and make him retire, just like Gilbert Burns made Jorge Masvidal retire. And that's crazy, man. That is crazy. Now you got to question the other fights that he had. And I mean, it's not surprising when you have Floyd Mayweather in your corner telling you this, that, and the third. You could do this, you could do that. Yeah. He wouldn't say nothing to Ryan except after when he lost. Then he starts going over there and giving him this little pep talk about whoop-de-woo, doing this, that, and the third, yeah. You got a whole team of snakes. And I can't wait for the day that Tank loses, see his team step away from him. I can't wait for that day, because that's what's going to happen. Is his team going to step away from him? Because that team is comprised of nothing but snakes. And it's a shame. It's a shame. You know, if I had the opportunity, I'd step in the ring with him. Give me about a year of training and 100,000 up front, and we can go in the ring. Ain't got no problem doing it. And you know what the crazy thing is? There wouldn't be no setting nothing up. There wouldn't be no fixing no fight. Nothing. Because at that point, you getting exposed. You getting exposed at that point. No, bro. Get up out of here, bro. Get out of here. Yeah, you expose yourself, bro, by having all this shit come out. You've been exposed. I don't know what they call it, like the World Boxing Federation or whatever. They need to illegitimize that fight and that win and have them rematch. Have them rematch. Because that was an illegitimate fight. That fight never should have happened. It never should have happened. Never, ever, ever. That's a shame. Tank Davis ain't no fighter. Boy, they would eat him up in prison real quick. They would eat him up in prison real quick. He ain't a real fighter. No. He ain't a real fighter. Boom. 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 And boom. But no, man, it's just, isn't it funny how nowadays, politically and competitively, people gotta cheat to win? Because that's how low their self-esteem is. That's how low their confidence is. That's how low their sportsman. They don't even have no sportsmanship. Tank Davis don't got no sportsmanship. He knew what he was doing when he set that fight up. Floyd Mayweather don't have no sportsmanship. He knew what he was doing when he was whispering in Tank Davis' ear, yeah, you can make him sign this, make him sign that. Don't nobody in that corner got no type of sportsmanship. You sit over there and act like kings when you just pigs rolling around in the mud. You're just the pigs rolling around in the mud, acting like you in a kingdom. You got a kingdom built on sand, built on mud. Guess what? When that wind comes blowing, you're going to come crashing down. That's just what it is. Don't nobody in that team care about them. They don't. And with that being said, man, make sure y'all share with your friends, your families, your mummies, your aunties, your grannies, anybody else y'all know. With that being said, I'm getting out of here, man. Tank Davis, you a fake fighter, bro. You fake. You fake. Fake. And it's a disappointment. You bring shame to boxing and everybody who has ever stepped in a boxing ring. You bring shame to everybody. You too, Floyd. Floyd Mayweather, you bring shame to everybody as well. You just being alive, you guys bring shame to everybody.